I think it's fair to say all golf swings are different. Even the best players in the world all have their own characteristics to the golf swing. However, I've been watching quite a lot of golf recently, and there are 3 common traits that I see the best players in the world do with the driver that we can learn from. And these are 3 things I honestly believe that everybody watching this video can do. Number 1, width. No great golfer in the world takes the golf club back like this. Nobody. Every single one of the best players in the world, as they take the golf club back, certainly again with the driver, there is width created. They're making sure that the hips are turning, the shoulders are turning, and this, certainly the left arm, is as stretched back as we can get it. So what does width allow us to do? Well, it allows us to create speed and power. And again, the best players in the world obviously hit the ball a long way. So next time you're out on the golf course or next time you're practicing, make sure your takeaway with driver is nice and wide. That way, you've got a decent chance of hitting a good drive. Number 2, all the best players in the world have huge shoulder turn. Even players who look like they swing short. Let's take someone like John Rahm, for example, best player in the world. He looks like he's only swinging back 3/4 of the way, but if you look at his shoulder turn, he makes sure that left shoulder goes right down past the chin to try and create as much torque and energy he can through the body, through the core. Now granted, not everybody watching this video will have the flexibility to look like Dustin Johnson or Rory McIlroy, but if you can try and get your shoulder turn to its maximum level, again, you've got the best chance of creating power. Aim to get the shoulder pointing down towards the golf ball with huge turn. If you can get it under your chin, you're doing a great job. Again, what does this do? Well, it helps us to create power through the body. And the last thing I noticed that all these great players had in common was hip turn through the ball. I've got this image of Dustin Johnson. I mean, how incredible is that hip turn? And again, granted, not everybody watching this video is going to have the flexibility, but we need to try and at least get our body rotating through. So here's a few top tips. As you're coming down into the golf ball, get the feeling you're starting the golf swing from the ground upwards. You start to push down into the ground. You're starting to rotate. You're trying to dig your spikes into the ground. You're trying to squash those worms as you come down into the ground. And just notice how I'm turning my hips, I'm turning my torso. Everything is then coming through the shaft, into the head, into the golf ball, down the fairway for more power. So number 3 is hip turn through the ball. We don't want to see this. It's got no speed. We want to see a little bit of this. Hip turn through the ball, rotate through, and allow yourself to maximize your club head speed. So granted, we might not be the best players in the world, obviously, but there are 3 things there that you can implement to your golf swing to make you a little bit better. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.